Gosh, this has been the hardest one yet by a mile. It's 11:45. I never committed to doing one exactly. I never committed to doing a video exactly one per 24-hour period. But I feel like I've done it so far. I'll keep going, even though I really have nothing to say tonight. Only thing I did look up was the year of Jubilee, which is like if you're not Christian, or if you're not well versed in this kind of stuff, then I don't know where to start. In fact, I won't bother going into it. But there's this idea this year, there's this idea of in the Bible called the year of Jubilee, and it's not as prevalent as I thought it was. I kind of Googled, or at least searched within a Bible, the word Jubilee, and it comes up just two places. I thought it was like a huge idea, but it comes up in two places, and it's concerned with, we're tied in with the idea of Sabbath, which is resting every seventh day, which we take on a Sunday, or the West tends to take on a Sunday, others don't. And the idea of Sabbath is a really, really interesting one, which again, I say this a lot, but I'll probably discuss in another video. I say that a lot because I'm just always so tired to get into that, whatever I just spoke about. The year of Jubilee is essentially some sort of celebration every seventh year, where there's forgiveness of debt and the return of property. I don't know, it's this kind of idea of, but on the seventh year, things will be forgiven. But I read about it today and I couldn't really make sense of it. I mean, there's a lot of like Jewish law, so property. If you sell a property and you want it back, you have to do all this kind of things. But on the seventh year, you can X, Y, Z. Some of it's really inspiring. Some of it's really beautiful. Some of it's quite thick legalese. But I wonder why we don't talk about this idea of Jubilee more often. It'd be so great. And often in my life, I think about these cycles of seven. So the one that we all agree upon is 7 days. That's our week. And a lot of people take a Sabbath on a Sunday. A lot of people don't take a Sabbath, but still just go to church. But this idea of every 7 weeks, or every 7 months, or every 7 years doing something, I find really, really fascinating. I don't know what that would look like, whether it's like a big celebration or a big feast, or maybe even just a retreat. Every 7 weeks, take a retreat. I don't know. I'm waffling, because I have to do a video on a thought that I had today about Jubilee. But check it out. If you're interested, go to Leviticus 25, and it talks about Jubilee there. So consider this your video for the day. And yeah, everything else is going fine, but a little shitty. So see you tomorrow.